All right. Welcome to Bleach Thousand Year Blood War episode 45.
Let's go.
Holy, Chad got his own impact frames.
Uh,
When's the last time Chad got impact frames?
this might be what the 2 million was spent on.
Sorry?
This might be what the 2 million was spent on.
I don't think it was this episode that was the 2 million episode. I think it's
I
episode
mean,
7.
who do you spend money on if not Chad?
I can't imagine him losing after all, right?
Right? Yep.
That was sick.
That was
Running on the
fun.
blade.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would both go, but I guess only Rukia. That's fair.
I didn't know she was so small that she was able to like perfectly fit on top of the blade.
Yep,
The blade is so much
yep.
bigger.
Also, is this the first time Chad has gone left arm only?
Might be. Yeah,
I don't.
usually left arm was like a later
Yeah, usually
breakthrough,
it's
right?
either both or just the right arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
I almost never see him left arm only.
Yeah. Also, this might be Ganju's first interaction with Renji.
Surely not. Right? No, it
Uh,
probably is. You're right.
no, it is, it is.
I was gonna say, is the color grading on this episode different? It feels like brighter. No?
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
The details are a bit more easier to pick out in this one, I think.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Mm-hmm.
OG
We saw
Dragon Ball.
something very similar in, I think, end of episode 6 or like early
It's
in
episode
episode 7 when
7.
he fights you.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
yeah,
he fights
episode
you.
7. It happens. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Always reminds me of like Dragon Ball era of like
Um,
fighting stuff.
this could be a screensaver of some kind.
Yeah. I guess they're like kind of harkening back to like the age old discussion of the person who has everything to protect versus the person who has nothing to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ichigo, everything to protect. Yuha, nothing to lose.
Oh, it's kind of the different thing, right? I think Yu has everything to lose here because since he became the linchpin, he,
Well,
I think when he
that's
started the mission,
in.
he had nothing to lose in a way because he didn't, honestly, he doesn't really care about his subordinates. So there
Yeah,
he
so he
has
has
nothing to
nothing to
lose, but
lose,
now,
right?
but he's so close to winning, right? Like ending this battle in a victory, right? So he has things to lose now.
Right, but his speech, I was talking about specifically how
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
comparing the
specifically, yeah.
protect. It's literally like harkening back to the man who has everything to lose versus nothing to lose.
Hmm.
A
It's
fight
also
between them.
indicative of who Ichigo is, right? Like compared to like the other shonen protagonists of, I want to do this, I want to be that, I want to do this, and but Ichigo says to protect, and this is like maybe a direct critique of that thing, and this is maybe Kubo addressing that in a different way as well.
I can see that. I can see that.
Look
Holy
at the sword
upscale,
break.
upscale.
Oh wow! Oh
Uh,
wow!
Or Hime's healing. Well, I guess it's not healing. It's the reject. She rejected the phenomena of the sword being inside him, thus breaking it.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Oh
okay.
wow!
Upscale,
Magnificent.
upscale. Orihime still got it.
Yes.
I do
Oh yeah.
suspect this will be some sort of like Orihime Ichigo like tag team power up thing because of the poem last time, right?
Maybe, but remember, this is the blade that cut down Yama.
Yeah, but it was also a Yama that gave up.
Uh,
you know?
I couldn't say, I can't really put it that way because like it wasn't him just gathering something. He had to like bring a bow in the sky and shoot it down and take it
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
as a sword. So it's that like specific special sword of his, and that got cut down. Wow,
But I also
I'm
imagine it's a
amazed.
Reishi construct, right? Surely he just rebuilds it every time.
I mean, recently Kubo told that thing, right? Which is like solid objects versus Reishi, which is better. And then he said, like, yeah, the pure Reishi ones are always stronger because that takes more skill, apparently.
Yeah, yeah. So I imagine he can just rebuild the blade for this because it is just entirely made out of Reishi.
Yeah, but it takes more skill to maintain it that way as well.
I mean, it's Yuha. I don't think he lacks the skill for it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Post Fullbring, his
Mm-hmm.
clothes are part of his actual thing, right?
Yep.
his clothes, even in Shikai form, they're actually part of his sword. Yes.
Um, Technically, would you consider the clothes that you know Senjumaru gave him to be part of his Shikai, or like his base Ryakusho? Right, so there must be a distinction between those.
Well, I think the clothes that Senjumaru gave her were the like the desert themed clothes. Remember, like the
Mm-hmm.
tan things, not the actual like Shihakasho part
What about the
itself.
shoulder blades?
That could be part of his thing. I have no idea.
Hmm. But either way, I think in this case, this is just a rejection of the whole phenomena.
Well, I was gonna say this because before they made a very like intent point that
Hmm.
she it for her it takes time to heal the actual person's reishi, and for
Hmm.
Ichigo the reishi was always something he wore as the
Hmm.
Shihakusho, right?
Yep, yep.
So this is also implying that she can now recover his reishi reserves like instantaneously.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I just don't remember if in Shikai form his clothes are also like part of his actual sword.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um, let's revisit this later and see.
yeah. Oh, insane so far.
Usually, whenever she does the the save, she always has some snarky comment to throw on Ichigo. This might be the
Yeah.
first time where she saves someone is like, all right, you did a good job.
Well, wait a second. Let's see. She might do it just now.
All right.
It might be coming here just now.
Hmm.
There you go. There's the snarky comment you were looking for.
Yep.
Also, yes, the horn is cool.
Classic Bleach gags.
They're probably doing this as like a throwback to the very start. This all
Yep, yep,
started
yep.
with them, right? Also, character growth. He used to be afraid of that horn once upon a time, right?
Hmm.
Now he thinks
Hmm.
it's cool.
Hmm.
Uh, that's got to be Kofium, surely.
No,
Uh,
remains to be seen.
I think we should also point out like the significance of Ichigo in this moment being surrounded by both Rukia and Orihime, right?
Hmm.
Like these are some of the most prominent pillars of his life that have shaped him.
Yeah. Also, if his
Yeah,
dad was here, I would have completed the trifecta.
yeah, or even like I mean, I guess Ichigo in
Even
general. I
Chad in
didn't
a way.
think about this. Sorry.
Yeah. Even Chad in a way.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I didn't think about this, but I guess a lot of Ichigo's like character in general is shaped by the females around him, right? His mom,
True,
Rukia,
true.
Orihime, right?
Hmm.
Like those
Yeah.
three are probably the biggest factors in his life. And then you can go to his sisters or people he's protecting, even
Yeah,
like
in
his
terms of
old
male
friend
figures,
Tatsuki.
yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of male figures, it's what? His dad,
Yeah.
Urahara,
Yeah.
Zangetsu. That's it.
Yeah. Well,
Possibly.
Zangetsu is him, so
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. 3 seconds is either he sees into the future 3 seconds, or is like a 3 second gap in him seeing into the future, right?
Hmm. Kinda unknown.
I
Need to
mean, that's
find
why
that
he's
out.
counting, right? It'd surely be one of those. Or it could be like a 3 second window that he has to attack in certain moments. Something like that.
Could be, could be.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. What? Wait, what? They did the double horns! You got
I
your
told
dream!
you. I told you. Double horn symmetry.
I actually think it does look worse, I'm not gonna lie.
No, it looks so much cooler.
I think it looks worse, but that's fine.
It's much better. Let's see what this can do. This is all anime original.
Whoa. This is a completely different Bankai!
Yep.
What?
It's red. I don't know if it's because of the location lighting.
No, no, I think it's literally a You remember his full hollow Ichigo? He had the fur that was red around his neck, his
Yeah,
ankles, and his wrists. I think it's
yeah,
literally
yeah,
emulating that.
yeah. But
It
his face is red.
looks brown. I'm not gonna lie. He's doing brown face.
It looks reddish, and this connects to the theory I said last week for the episode, which is
mm,
with Kenpachi as well. The reddish tone might be because of the overflowing Rayat, so that he's not able to fully control this Bankai yet.
right, right. Though I still don't think it looks red. But it could be like just a general thing, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I know. There's the chain.
Yep.
It's just like a flowing chain.
Uh-huh.
Honestly
Right.
reminiscent of like the Hell movie like chains.
Yep, yep. It's the clothes also are very
The hilt is
different.
different as well.
Uh,
Yeah. Ah, sick. You can actually extend the chains.
mm-hmm.
That is sick imagery.
Heaven piercing moon slayer. That's the full form of the attack.
Yeah.
Wow, it's
And it,
finally
it
complete.
honestly reminds me of Mugetsu almost, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Ugh. That was insane. The voice acting on his Getsuga Tensho.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought Orihime's voice acting was insane, but that was next level.
Uh-huh.
Are these like hard reishi constructs that like Shunsui was using? That's what they look like to me, but it also looks like he can switch between them,
But
which
this,
I don't think Shunsui can do.
it feels like he's using a Sonido based shift in a way.
It could be like I honestly don't know at this point.
Yeah,
We're
I mean,
so in the dark. We're so
so
in
many things
like
at his arsenal. But yeah. But also the
yeah.
thing is, Black Rayatsu
Soul King's
theorized to be the
Reiatsu.
power of the Soul King. And so could this
Yeah.
be a development because he trained for the Soul King thing? We saw that one moment in season one where his eyes was there, right?
Yeah, yeah, when he went through the Iruza Sando.
Yeah, it is a Sando. So this could be like an exposure to that. And even you had
Yeah.
reacted, right? That despicable Rayatsu. So it could be that again.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, I have a theory on that, but I don't think I can say it right now because it's slightly spoilery. Anyways,
Also,
let's
he
continue.
hasn't called out the name yet, which is so weird. He hasn't called out the name yet.
Yeah, yeah. Aura. Aura. The last person who said that was Ulquiorra, and he got very
Mhm.
badly fucked up, so
Yeah.
if you continue down this line. uh
Honestly, at this point, if Ichigo
huh.
could do it, he should unleash White, right?
Well, I think we're reversing the roles here. I don't think Ichigo's the one unleashing anything here. I think it's gonna
Uh,
be Orihime.
let's see.
He broke the horn. How do you think this would actually work? Is he gonna just like stack multipliers? He gets 10 times 10. He becomes like 100 times more powerful.
He might lose his lifespan wholly in this one fight if he uses that.
Yeah, I guess this would be the equivalent to like a Bankai release for them, because technically they only have single releases at the moment, right?
Yeah, the wall standing is already like a Bankai release technically.
Right, right. But we know in Bleach, right?
Mhm.
Usually they'll come in threes, and then Transcendence is the fourth, right? Even with the Orang cars, they had their initial release, which matched up to some captains' Bankais, but
Right.
Ulquiorra showed you can get the second release, right?
Yeah, isn't it that part?
Which is their version of the Bankai release. And
Right.
I can only assume like Quincy's and Fullbringers would in essence have something similar. And then a secret fourth release that would take like something else to reach that level, right? So I wonder
Mhm.
like what this would actually look like.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see it this episode though. Probably be next. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh shit, she found her resolve. Wow. Okay, I see the play now. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
3 seconds. He can only use it once, and then he has a 3 second cooldown, which means that for Jugrom at least, even his foresight is limited. Not even just the amount of times he can use it, right? Because in
Yeah.
theory, he should just be able to look like 30 seconds into the future and know. But if he
Well, the
can't, that means he can only look a few seconds into the future, and it
yeah, but the
caps
tricky
out.
thing with that is the tricky thing with that is
Hmm.
he's using both that and the Soul King's power at the same time.
Well,
So he
I think without the Soul King's power, I don't think he would actually be able to use it that effectively. Anyways, I think the
I think
power amp of the Soul King is like
Mhm.
necessary for Jugrim to be able to use this at
I
all.
I think it's different. I think like you can only handle like either or for both of these, right?
Because you
Handling
also have
both
to
at the
remember
same
this is just like excess power. This is not like he's not like taking in a massive amount of like power that he's absorbing unnecessarily, right?
Yeah, but this
This
is
is
the
just
excess
like
power
little
that
bits
Yuha
that
is
are
dumping out.
yeah.
So it's not something like it's something that like Harshwald would be like, okay, fine, I'll bear it, but it's like it's even beyond me, right?
Right, right. But regardless, it should give him a power amp though, anyways, and which we've seen that throughout, right? Because he's
Hmm.
not had to step up past his like past Uryu's vault standing. So I think
Obviously, he
this
needs
is
to.
like just a necessary power amp to for him anyways.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he keeps up otherwise.
Uh-huh. Also, the
Yeah.
Sunray glove, if it's gonna like really destroy him in one swing with that, you know.
But that's not how the Sunray glove works.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you got the Sunray glove on him, then all you need to do is run away, right? And keep his focus on you while like the duration runs out. Boom, you win.
Y- Do you are you confident enough to run away from a
Yeah,
power
that's
amped
the tricky thing.
an
That's
already
the tricky
power
thing.
amped that seems like an unrealistic proposition right there.
Yeah,
That's like a
that is,
fantasy level proposition.
dude. It is insanely tricky. But what else is Uryu's plan right now,
Well,
right?
Uryu has one trick up his sleeve, right?
Oh yeah,
That is
sure.
his
Like
final hope.
yeah,
That one trick is his only way to like in any way outlast it.
mhm,
Because
yeah.
the Samurai Glove should give him an insane boost right now.
Mhm,
This is already like he's already in an environment which benefits Quincy's and amps their powers, and then this is going to doubly amp that power, and he's getting the Soul King amp. He's like quadruple amped from shit.
I
Like
don't know. If that
insane.
actually that actually goes through, it might like match up with Yuha at that point.
Unfortunately, I think that's an unrealistic possibility. This is
Yeah,
just like a fraction of Yuha's power.
yeah.
Whoa. Is she using all of them at once? It's gone! He has it! No. What?
Wh- What the?
No.
Oh my god.
What?
Post credits. We need to see the post credits if there's anything.
Not even a poem? What? This
Are
is
you?
so far into uncharted territory that I actually do not know what will happen now.
Yes.
What?
Or this could be getting into the previously known territory in a more interesting way, I think.
Well, I hold on. I kind of just want to rewatch the second half of this entire episode. Wow. I don't know why I'm looking for post credit scenes when I already know there's one.
This might be the best episode of Bleach.
I mean, at the moment, it definitely is.
Which is a strong statement considering all 366 episodes and then the the 44 episodes we've had before this, but this might be the number one episode.
It definitely is at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
which is
god.
even more crazy is this is not the episode that they spend 7 million or 2 million bucks
$2
on,
billion.
right?
Yep.
So that is still yet to come. But safe to assume that the ending that we know has either changed or the route to get there has changed massively.
Yeah. Well, okay, non-spoiler stuff. I mean, I have to say this, right?
Uh-huh.
As much as I absolutely love Bleach, and I think you can attest to this, right?
Yeah.
I have never thought that is the series that has had the most emotional highs by any means. And I was
Yeah.
okay
I
with that
think the
by all
the emotional highs
means.
came pretty early in the series rather than later.
Even like the early series emotional highs, or like you can say the Ulquiorra fight or the Aizen fight. To me, if
Hmm.
I'm like comparing it to like the emotional highs of One Piece or some of the other animes I've experienced, it doesn't really stack up that much. But
Hmm.
this episode, I think it's putting me on the same like feeling as like Marineford or the end of the war. Like it's on
Right.
that level for me at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, that's perfectly valid. Well, I
Insane.
will also be honest on that same thing that this is definitely emotional, but it hasn't fully hit me yet. Maybe if I think more about it, it might hit me, but it hasn't hit me fully yet.
It's
And
all anime
I
original.
think I think that is because of one thing that I firmly believe that we are still going to the same place, but we're just using a new exciting route to get there.
An
And
actual route.
and I have some things that might support my argument, but it's kind of tricky. Those might be some spoilery things so far. So let's get the non-spoilery stuff out of the way first before we head into spoiler territory. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like these golems are being held by Soul King Reishi completely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they maybe don't have like a core or anything. Because he
Yeah.
blasted the head, which has the Quincy cross, but it came back. So I don't
Mm.
know. Yeah. I still was kind of hoping both of them would go, but maybe that'll happen later. Who
I
knows?
think he needs to keep these golems activated, because he can like drive all the excessive power that he can control directly into the golems, right?
Look, I think he's controlling the golems. I don't think it's a matter of like,
Now, I
you
think the
know,
golems are kind of autonomous.
um, it could be, I guess.
I think the golems are autonomous and he's just giving them power. And so he's just driving out the excessive power directly into the golems. That's what I think.
Sure.
This
Maybe not.
is who blinks first. That fight, right? Uri versus Ashwald is who blinks first.
Uh, not anymore.
I think uh, with what he did with the Sunray glove, right? It's basically once the glove is activated, it pushes your Reiatsu to its full, right? But um, he doesn't have his own Reiatsu, so that pushes out the Soul King's power. I think that's what happened there.
I don't think it matters because regardless, like the Soul King power is like amping him anyways, and it's
I,
not
I,
like
I
he
think,
doesn't have his own reishi, right? He
yeah,
still has his
that's
own reishi, like just melded with it.
no, but when the
Uh,
Sunray gloves activated, it pushed out the Soul King's Reiatsu.
I mean, he still has it on this.
No, he doesn't, right?
Maybe after the thing.
Yeah,
Let's see.
when it activates, he loses it.
Yeah, there you go. But he should still get a power amp from this, regardless, right?
Maybe, but as we
Unless we're
know about,
changing the way the Sonray glove functions. Did he
no,
make like a special Sonray glove? I don't know.
it's the pretty much the same Sunray glove.
What? No, it's not.
It is.
Do you remember how the Sonray glove worked during the fight with Mayuri?
You break it,
Uh
and
huh.
your Reiatsu or Reishi gets boosted by a gigantic amount. In
Yeah,
return,
exactly. That's what I'm
you
saying, right? He'll get the power amp first.
here's the tricky thing.
Mm.
He doesn't have his own power. He hasn't given his power to anyone so that he can get anything back and have his own Reishi. The Soul King's
What?
Reishi is borrowed from Yuha. So
So
when his power gets boosted, it's literally nothing gets boosted, but at the same time, it's a genetic requirement, which is what pushes out the Soul King Reiatsu. So he's not gonna get a power boost. He's effectively purged the Soul King power from Ashwald in one move.
that doesn't make any sense. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
makes it makes perfect
Because
sense.
because literally it doesn't matter if he has the Soul King's Reiatsu, right? He needs his own Reiatsu to live, to exist, regardless. Yes?
Yeah, true, but he can't
And
use any Ghost Reiatsu.
not to mention,
Uh-huh.
the power amp of the Samurai glove is not internal. It's a
Uh-huh.
literally an external power amp. He takes everything from the external world and converts it internally. That's literally why we see in the Uryu fight him absorbing the buildings. It's converting the external into the internal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not taking the internal and doing anything else with it, right? So why would it matter? It
There's one internal effect in the end though, which is it's gonna kill you, right? Or like
doesn't
it's
kill you,
gonna
but
if
it
you
gets rid of your reishi. But that
yeah
again, that has to happen after the power amp.
yeah, but
He
the
needs to
whole
have the
power
power amp first, then that happens.
the whole power amp is literally a genetic changer of some kind, right?
What do you mean?
You're genetically gonna be changed from a Quincy into a human by the end of the power amp, right?
No, no. Uryu is still a Quincy after he loses his powers. He's still able to use spiritual pressure. He's still able to use Quincy techniques. He still has all
Uh-huh.
the he's still able to see hollows and stuff.
Well then, yeah, that was my theory, which is one when he does
Mm.
that, it's like
I mean,
it's
it could be a
pushing
modified Sanrei glove that does something like just immediately get rid of your powers. But if
maybe.
it's just the original Sanrei glove, it shouldn't do
Mm-hmm.
any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way I've understood that is like what this is just it takes your own power and boosts it to an unnatural level. But since Harshwell doesn't have his own power, right?
Mm.
It just immediately purges anything foreign out of his body as a side effect, and that's what Uri was hoping for.
I'm not gonna lie. That's not like I feel like you need better evidence to back that up.
Sure,
That has like no. I don't see the basis of the evidence for that.
I'm just going off my own theory at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm considering like the actual times we've seen the Sandra glove, which is once, and
Uh-huh.
if it does the same thing, assuming it's not a modified Sandra glove, there's no reason to believe otherwise, right?
Well, but apart from the Sunray glove,
Hmm.
as I was saying, this is a who blinks first contest, right?
Yeah.
Whoever uses their shift first is gonna lose, and we have yet to see both of those come into play.
Yeah. Yeah. The voice acting. I think I said it already, but Orihime's voice acting, Ichigo's voice acting, insane in both of these
It's
moments.
the same voice actor, right, for all these
Yep.
years.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Both the same.
In
I
which
think most
case,
of them are the same.
didn't it start airing in '04 or '06?
Oh four. Oh four.
'04. So this is what in 22 years, I don't think the actors ever thought they would have to do this kind of
This. Yeah.
like acting
Insane.
role for Orihime specifically. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Ah, they really
Also,
put
the
it through the
Bankai.
ringer as well through this episode.
Yeah.
Like, my god.
The
But the
Bankai.
parallels it had with the Hueco fight were great as well.
The Bankai is so good.
Yeah, the team up into him. These are Omega beams, right? They're just Omega beams. That's all they are. They're black Omega beams. That's what
Yeah,
I've
but I'm not
said
gonna
at this
call them
point.
Omega beams.
They bend like Omega beams. They destroy everything in their path like Omega beams. He can control where to shoot them from. Like insane. And we get shadow clones later with Ichigo as well. Uh,
I mean, for the Bankai activation, it kind of looked like a solar eclipse in a way, right?
yeah, it's a lunar. Oh, I guess it could be a
Yeah.
solar eclipse. To be fair, it's just the shape of the moon. Is this the moon itself?
Hmm.
I can't tell. But yeah, it's an eclipse of some sort for sure. It's
Hmm.
the eclipse. Amazing,
Also,
amazing.
then the name came into perfect fruition with each Getsuga.
Yeah, yeah.
And the clothes. The clothes is like, it looks really like, how do I put it? Like
He lost the
an
shoulder
old school
pad.
human in a way. An old
You know
school
what this
Japanese.
is?
Yeah.
This is his original Bankai clothes, but it's cut off at the waist. And then he's gotten these. He's
It
gotten
could be,
the
but
fur
it looks
things.
looser. It looks
That's
looser.
literally what this is.
No, it
Because it
is.
has the same white lining. It has
Uh-huh.
the thing on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But it looks way more looser at the
Whoa.
sleeves, so it's not his original Bankai clothes.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying it's literally like mimicking the same design, right?
Hmm.
Everything is like incredibly similar except for like it's cut off and slightly.
Also, there was that one moment where Orihime was unleashing her ability where we saw close-up of Ichigo's face again. And at that point, his face was the only thing that was red, but the rest of him was like in regular color.
His eyes are red as hell.
Yeah. So this is like a
Yeah, it's
gigantic
changing his skin color
overload.
for sure.
Yeah, gigantic overload of like whites properties in Ichigo's body, I think, with the double horns, the skin tone, the fur on the neck and the wrists.
Yeah,
And also
possibly.
black Reiatsu, same as white.
Yeah,
And as we theorize, black Reiatsu is kinda super related to the Soul King's Reiatsu.
yeah.
So yeah, and
The
it's
the the
absolutely
fight the
insane.
fight camera angles were insane. This
Hmm.
shit is
Choreography.
insane.
Yeah.
Like beautiful.
That line of
My
like
god.
you throwing away your friends kind of reminded me of a line that Madara told, no, Sasuke told Naruto in the final valley fight
Yep, yep, yep. It's almost like you
about
don't
the
need your
shadow clone.
friends.
Yeah, the shadow clone technique.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ultimate symbol of your loneliness. But yeah, I think it might be Kishimoto being like making a reference here.
Kishimoto? You mean Kubo?
Ah, yeah. I'm so shocked that I'm mixing up the names now.
uh, insane. I think at this point, like I cannot praise this episode more. A billion out of 10.
Come on, yeah. Go back to that
Yeah.
shot. Go back to that shot right before you pull here.
There.
Yeah, you can see his skin tone there, like in his neck and his face, right? The difference.
Yeah. It still very much looks brown, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it looked reddish in the other lighting, so we might need to see it in like a regular lighting location. Also,
I was
freaking,
gonna
you have
say
black in the sky, so we don't know if it's like what's the pure lighting in that situation.
I was gonna
Um,
say
for years,
Ichigo.
we've theorized that if she was able to gather the will, that this is the strongest ability in all of Bleach, right?
It'll be
That
up
it's
there
given
for
to,
sure.
huh? Yeah,
It'll be up there for
it's up,
sure.
it'll be up there for sure. But yeah, this is the strongest ability in Bleach if she could only gather her willpower and execute it properly, right?
Yeah.
And we might finally be able to see how strong she is if she, and this is like we saw how strong she was before this arc and throughout this arc, but this whole thing, everything we're seeing now is just pure willpower. And her will
Yep,
was
yep.
strong enough, she was able to deflect like the Soul King Ryatsu that you were shooting at her and so
Yeah.
many attacks. Yeah.
Well, it looks like she rejected him like his
Mm.
entire existence.
Yeah. That's,
she oh, this is the other thing I wanted to point out, right? Throughout this
yeah.
entire episode,
Uh-huh.
Yuha keeps calling Orihime woman or pest and shit. And when she
Mhm.
finally gets serious, he uses her name for the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Are you throwing away your life, Orihime, in a way?
Yeah. Can we finally enter the
Insane.
spoiler territory so that we can discuss some
Hold on, one more
spoilers?
thing I wanted to point out.
Right.
Ichigo as the moon, Orihime as the sun. Perfect parallel.
Mm. Yep, yep, yep. All right. So
Okay.
spoilers in three, two, one.
Okay. Completely different to the manga. Completely different. I will say, I don't know if I'm a fan of the sword personally,
Uh-huh.
but that's okay. There was one thing I wanted to point out, though.
Let me tell you one
Well,
thing before we
uh,
proceed about the
go
sword
on, go
itself.
on.
Way better than the manga sword.
I think it's kind of equivalent. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, this is way better than that stupid chain design that a third grader would draw.
I think the chain fair, but I don't think the blade is better at all. I think the
For
blade
sure,
is worse,
but
and
we
that's
are
the
working
main
off
part of the
the
sword.
but we're still working off the unsheathing theory staying say the same in the end.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna point out. You can see a sliver of the black in the middle of this,
Yep.
which could possibly mean that this is a sheath that he has to take out at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the real blade would come out. But here's the other thing. This is a completely different Bankai from the manga.
Yeah.
I have two major theories on this.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
My first theory is that Ichigo just genuinely has more than one Bankai transformation.
Ooh, that's a good
He
one.
has a Soul Reaper Bankai transformation. This is
Mm-hmm.
his Hollow Bankai transformation. And he
Mm.
could potentially get a Fullbringer and a Quincy one as well.
Ah,
He could
that would
just
be
potentially have four different Bankai transformations,
yeah.
depending on what he needs. And I'm saying that specifically because in this, he gets the two horns.
Yeah.
Almost like it's like extra drawing power from the hollow side more than anything. Which is also why I think Yuha later says how terrible this spiritual pressure is. It's because it's forefronted by all the hollow stuff,
I
which
think it
of
makes
as a
sense to
Quincy
use
he hates.
use the hollow stuff because the hollow energy is poisonous to Quincy, right? So
Yeah.
that's the safest option to go for with it here.
Do we have an official name for this, by the way?
No, but the tricky thing is he hasn't called out the Bankai name yet as well. So we know that it's his Bankai. Uriro, as you said, this might not be his only Bankai.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just double checking online if we have a name or anything for this.
I was super focused on the name. The name was what I was like because he didn't call out the name. Because even back then he called out the name. Or I wonder if Kubo has altered the name now and it's no longer the same name anymore.
It could also be like they have different names respectively, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he has more than one Bankai form, that is.
Yeah.
I will say though, just the pure showcasing of this Bankai makes it like infinitely better than the manga one.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because the manga one doesn't do anything. It stops after half a page.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that's the biggest like red flag of that Bankai. It doesn't ever do anything.
Yeah.
Oh wait, officially dubbed the Blood Chains Ichigo.
Mm.
Blood Chains. Okay, okay. Okay,
I
two
do not think
thoughts
that is
then.
blood. I do not think that is blood. I think that's just the
Yeah,
whole
I
energy.
don't think this is blood either. I think it's just pure Reiatsu. But this explains like his control over the chains when he blocks the attack.
Yeah.
I think the blood might be a reference to his dad.
Mm.
Because
That's
his dad's Shikai's name is what the is Engetsu, and it specifically uses blood when he uses it in everything but the rain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a reference to that. Okay, my other theory on
Mm-hmm.
what this could be is connecting to the end of this,
Mm-hmm.
where we clearly see at the end of this, he no longer has the Almighty and Yuha gains it.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
He gains the Almighty in this moment.
Yeah.
And firstly, like, he feels threatened enough by Orihime that he needs to use the Almighty to save himself.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly, like, holy shit, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't think, again, the Samurai Glove is a power arm first and foremost, right? And
So far, the only
regardless of
person
that,
he's used the Almighty for is Ichibe.
yeah, yeah. And regardless of that, his Almighty is not connected to his Soul King Reiatsu. So even, let's say we go with your thing of him losing the Soul King Reiatsu, there's no
Mm-hmm.
reason for him to lose the Almighty in that moment
Yeah.
unless Yuha wants it back.
Yeah.
And that instantly implies that Yuha does feel threatened in this moment and
Yes.
wants to change the future, right? So what if this what we're looking at right now is
Uh-huh.
completely an alternate timeline?
Oh, that's a good one.
This
That's a good one.
entire episode is an alternate timeline.
That's a good
And
one.
next episode we're going to see him shifting into different timelines, which could even give us different Bankais. And at some point, he might even realize that the Bankai itself is not the problem, it's Orihime. So
Mm-hmm.
if he breaks the Bankai before it's ever used, you never get
Mm-hmm.
to this moment where
Oh,
Orihime has the potential to kill. What if
I think
that's what's happening?
you might be hitting it on the nail there on what could really happen. We could see an insane next episode and then episode after that, and by the eighth episode, we could see what the real timeline might be. You know?
Yeah. The other thing is, like, if he does save himself, there is a
Mm-hmm.
good chance he like has to save Orihime
Yeah.
as a byproduct.
Yep.
If this is, say, this is the mainline timeline and he has to switch right now, there is a good chance he just is forced to save Orihime for a bit so that he still lives, right? I guess the other ways we could bring back Orihime if she is actually dead is maybe with Book of the End, or
Mm-hmm.
what if, okay, what if the antithesis is able to reverse, like, timelines or deaths or something like that?
Antithesis paired with the still silver arrow.
Maybe. Or just the antithesis in itself. Because we see the antithesis, we've seen it used twice now, right? Here he
Mm-hmm.
uses it purely physically. Because he
Yeah.
wears it on his hand, uses it to switch it to Jugram's hand. Yes?
Yeah.
And with the Senjumaru one, it's more than just like position switching. It's like she's switching her role in the entire Bankai at that point,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So I wonder how, like, extra natural this antithesis power could go.
Mm-hmm.
How far can you reverse things to the point where, like, certain concepts are just like reversible all of a sudden? He can define what fortune and misfortune is and reverse it if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it
Yeah, but
could be
that is
to
if he
that
makes it out of his
level.
fight first.
I mean, we know he will.
Well, let's
That's, I
see.
don't think that's a question. If this is the mainline timeline, also this, okay, this is the other thing, right? They commit
Mm-hmm.
to this for at least one episode, and it
Mm-hmm.
justifies his, like, despair moment,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Where, and it works perfectly if you do
Mm-hmm.
that. That would be great
You
if
know, I
they
was
like
joking.
choose to do that.
I was joking
Uh
last week about you're gonna face true despair thing, but Kama came true.
huh. This is true despair, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is
Insane.
also the second time a woman has sacrificed herself for Ichigo in front of him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, part of Orihime as a character is that she's sometimes so sacrificial that it's self destructive. And you see that not just with Ichigo, you see it with her brother and things like that.
It's not
She's,
just self-destructive, but in the big scenario, it's counterproductive.
um, is it? Where?
Yes. I mean, really think of it in the Alankar arc. If she just went to her
I
friends
mean,
instead of playing with,
that goes part of self destructive, anyways. I guess, right?
yeah,
So
but
yeah,
counterproductive as well. Because if that didn't work there, right? If that ploy
hmm.
didn't work there, Aizen could not have like continued the rest of his plan.
Aizen, sorry.
Yeah.
Which one?
If
Which one? Sorry.
if that ploy didn't work there of kidnapping Orihime, then the Soul Society forces wouldn't have been split, right? Byakuya and Kenpachi would be available for
Oh,
deployment at any point in
that's a
time.
weird way to look at that.
Yeah.
I don't think Arahime had the power to oppose that. I don't know if that's like the right angle to look at that interaction.
No, but I'm strictly seeing it from Aizen's POV there because it's that one ploy of getting Orihime there which worked, which is why he was able to execute the rest of those moves.
Right, right. But I don't think Orihime had a choice there, right?
I mean,
It's
there
like
the
she's
choice was just to go to your friends, just go to Ichigo and tell that Aizen came and threatened me and stuff like that. Boom, there you go.
right, and if she does, then Okiura kills, right? It's not like Ichigo can stand up at that point. It's not like Tatsuki or anyone can stand up to them, right? Is that
I
really the
mean,
choice you want to make?
you're still forgetting that White is there.
Well, and it'll save him when he's fighting against it still. I mean, it
I don't know.
probably would. I just don't think
Yeah,
he'll live.
I think he would. At least if
Maybe.
Ichigo can't do anything, there'll be Urahara. Urahara will find a way.
I mean, Urahara already knew. That's why she was pushing her away. Urahara did it in like the worst way possible.
Mm-hmm.
He literally made her feel useless by calling her useless again and again. So yeah, but yeah, like
Who would have ever foreseen that Ichigo's voice actor would have to have his final battle against his Zangetsu voice actor?
uh, it's perfect. It's perfect.
The other thing I was going to bring up is a symbolic thing of like the sun being brought in here,
Yeah.
which is if we consider Ichigo as the moon and the sun, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Moon reflects the sunlight, as we know, but same for Ichigo. How is he going to proceed without a target who he can protect, right?
Hmm. I mean, he
So
has
that's
Rukia there. He has other people there. But yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
yeah, and this specific one because I think this is that moment where he clearly sees her love for him instead of like like sticking to the platonic nature.
Do you think she mouthed "I love you" at the end? Yeah, there.
Aishiteru, maybe? I don't know. It could be. Or it could be precisely what is said in the final the flower scene.
I mean, it feels too short for the final flower scene thing. That's the problem. But it
In
could definitely
which
be that.
in which case it could also be Aishiteru.
Yeah.
Another thing that I just noticed that if things play out the way it's gonna be, right?
Yeah.
They're struggling to face Yuha at this level of power, but Aizen goes one on one with him in this level.
I mean, we only see him like take two punches, so
Hmm.
it's not much to go off of. And
Right?
by the looks of it, they're adding or even changing entire parts at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This is
one
like
of the
far
one
more
of the
than an
things I
addition at this point.
yeah, this is an alteration of a massive scale.
Yeah. Insane.
Yes. But yeah, absolutely worth the 10-year wait.
This is like one of those episodes that, you watch and you feel like, yeah, life is worth living.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Life is worth living. insane.
I'm just so overwhelmed. I'm so glad to be alive.
Just
At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I'm so glad to be alive that I
yeah,
made it here to see this episode.
legit. Have to thank Kubo. Have to thank Taguchi. Have to thank like everyone that worked
The
on
whole
this.
the whole team at Studio
Yeah,
Fair. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, absolute.
Yeah, and thank you all for
Yeah.
joining us and sitting through this rambling session.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.